Hello, music nuts, it's me, Cubby, with another personal spin. Today's personal spin is actually Diamond Dogs, the next in the David Bowie series of albums I'm reviewing. This is probably one of my favourite. If you saw my ranking video, I think it was third, possibly fourth. It's a really solid album. It's a rock album, but there's hints of soul and funk and stuff, especially in 1984, um, and in various other little places as well. It's the one he did before he changed and did his plastic soul, as he called it, which is really good as well. The thing about Bowie is pretty much everything he touched was magic. He really was a musical genius. Doesn't mean to say he didn't have bad albums or bad moments, but this is definitely not one of them. The original album had a dog penis, which in this version is not airbrushed out like it was on the one that came out shortly after everyone realised there was a dog penis on it. Um, so, right, on with the review. What have we got here? We've got Diamond Dogs, Sweet Thing, Candidate, Rebel, slightly overplayed song I suppose, but I really like it anyway. 1984, which is probably the funkiest song on the album. It's kind of like disco in a way. Um, Overall, though, it's generally a pretty solid, regular rock album with a few hints of stuff. Flash at the camera. Is it Mick Ronson who plays guitar or Carlos? I can never remember in this album. They changed, so I think it's in this album. Nope, it's actually David Bowie who plays guitar, which is even more impressive. I was wrong. I should have looked it up before I did the video. So the guitar work is really good, actually, which is what I was getting to. I thought it was Carlos Alomar, but that's in the next album. It's kind of spiky and a bit like an attack, almost a musical attack every time he strums a chord. It's quite not aggressive, but sharp and spiky, as I just said, I suppose. Which kind of goes with this album because it was originally supposed to be a concept album of the 1984 book, but he couldn't get permission to do it, and so he sort of did it anyway, but sort of changed the whole thing, or at least that's the impression I get anyway. So that's why we have Rebel and stuff, because I have never actually read the book, so I don't really know. I know it's something to do with Big Brother, which is actually the 10th song on the album. Yeah, so the production is pretty good. It's got a nice space, which is something you don't really get in today's productions. Probably my biggest complaint with most albums of today, that there's no space within the music. It's all, they just cram every iota of space with some sound or another. Whereas this, there's space in between the instruments. You've got like the guitars, space, and then bass. Ooh, that rhymes. And then the drums sort of, all over the place, and it's really nice. It feels kind of live actually as well. So it's a very very well produced album with a very not too much gloss, but it's very well produced in the sense that it sounds kind of live, and it might even have been recorded live. I don't know, but it doesn't sound like it's been overdubbed with loads of overdubs and stuff, which works with some music, but with the style that this is in, it works better to have had it the way it was done, which is basically almost live. Sorry, I'm trying to get the glare out of the camera. Yes, so there we go. There's another review for you. I give this a solid 9 out of 10 because I really like it. 9 out of 10 drums. 9 out of 10 drums. I used to do paws, but my plushies are over there. So yes, I have been Cubby. This has been a personal spin. Thanks for watching. If you like my videos, please like and subscribe. I'm hoping I will get better at reviewing things over time. If I look a bit pale, I apologise. I'm not actually very well. I'm recording this in a spate of lucidness before I go all like, ugh, I'm sick again. So thank you for watching. I have been Cubby. This has been a personal spin, and I'll be back soon with more reviews.